We're back again. uh, so I figured out the issue. Somebody was crying. Just saying. You know. Sorry, just letting everybody know that was watching that we're back. Yeah, evidently I said some things on the last little episode of this that hurt somebody's douchey wooshy. Aw. Problem is, dumb fuck, if you haven't learned, it's my right. My First Amendment right that I can speak on what I want to speak on. I can say what I want to say. So you can report it every day and they're going to fucking shoot you down, you dumb son of a bitch. So thanks for reporting it. And yeah, I know who it was. Oh, surprise. They've got to show you in the analytics, dumb fuck. I'm sure you know that this type of stuff is new to you. But now, back to what I was saying. We went over the gimmick infringement. We went over to people calling themselves legends. We went over a lot of things. I only want to come back on here to finish up because my episodes are only like 30 minutes long. I don't go way over because I don't feel like that kind of content needs to be out there. If you're on there for an hour talking about shit you don't know, people are going to know. So we go over the gimmick infringement. We go over this other shit. We go over guys trying to claim they're great promo artists and they're not. Now don't get me wrong. There's some organizations that might think they're great. Hell, they just like to have their content, and I don't blame them. Hey, that's how you keep an organization open. Me personally, I pride on what content goes on my screens. And that's why, a lot has changed in the next month or so. You're going to see that. Once again, Premier Promo Federation will go back to basics in September. It will be post to page shows only, strictly post to page shows with an occasional YouTube here and there. Probably not for a little while. Uh, Reason is I've gotten tons of messages from tons of people. Me and the board sat down yesterday for 3 hours. We were on a call um, discussing the change and going back to basic. Where promos are posted to the page, people get to comment on them. We did this for years, and it's the way it worked. And I think that's going to be the successful brand again. Um, and like I said, this is not a knock against anybody of production or any of that stuff because we've got a great production guy named Justin Smith. He plays the Purge. He's done a great job on these YouTube specials. And no, it's not because we want to hide the product from anybody. I could give a fuck what anybody thinks about PPF because if PPF was not as good as it is, we wouldn't have been here 5 years. Success rate, positive hits from the fucking wonderful Facebook people who go, "Oh, great job. Thanks for not being, this, that, this, that." I get a lot of that stuff. If you don't get it, your group's not doing it right. I get it all the time. So September, back to basics, and that's what the show is going to be called. Back to basics. Okay, we're going to go right back to where we began, um, and it's kind of an homage to the BTB. If you know, it's Back to Basics BTB. It's a nice little homage to the guys that brought me into the game and taught me what I know. And to the owner of the BTB who taught me how to run a group and have been pretty successful at it. We're going to do that because I think it's something that needs to be done. Um, and a couple other changes that we're going to do is, I'm working very closely with Brandon Seeger. I'm going to get with him. We're going to do the first VOH PPF show. It's going to be a magnificent show. We'll probably do that later on, probably around November. Have a little fun there. Get to see some PPF stars with some VOH stars. Ooh, who would ever thought that was going to happen? I did. Eventually, it's called building bridges instead of fucking burning them and trying to fucking act like you the guy that built the bridge in the first place. Moron. Report that, dickhead. Anyway, it's been one of them mornings already. You don't want to piss me off because this could get a lot worse. It could get a lot meaner. It could get a lot angrier. But I don't get angry over fools. I don't get angry over guys who don't bother me. I've enjoyed the last couple weeks of promo. I don't know about you guys. Still reigning, defending king of promos. I defeated Dante Black. Great fucking promo artist. Great job between the two of us. Hell of a job. This next event coming up, I don't know who I got. Don't care who I got. I'll beat them too. We are going to be crowning a brand new Excalibur champion because Big Sweet, due to personal and health issues, cannot show up to the VOH show. So he's going to crown a new champion. I'll let him talk about that on his live. But big prayers out to my brother Big Sweet. Spoke to him yesterday on the phone. Talked to Mama Sweet on the phone. Good vibes being sent to him by my family. We will always support Big Sweet in any way we can. It was just good to hear his voice. Good to be back on the phone with him again. That made my Sunday perfect, and that's big for me. Family's a big thing for me. Once again, I'll do this real quick before I get off the air here. Check him out. Remember, tell him Old School sent you. You watched an episode of Coffee Old School. This is kind of weird because it's kind of split up. So maybe tomorrow or Wednesday, I'll cut a really nice Coffee Old School. This is me going back and finishing the episode that got cut off because somebody wanted to report me. And then you see it lasted 5 minutes. YouTube sent me a message, said we found no violation. Nothing you said was wrong. Have a wonderful day. Enjoy streaming. So here I am streaming, and you're still a fucking douchebag. So what's that going to do for you? Anyway, back to the show, getting ready to wind it up and call it a day. I got some things I've got to do. I've got to go see a doctor today sometime. They're going to call me. Maybe looking at some repairs that need to be done to my neck. Woke up this morning with a little different feeling than I had for a long time, and it's not good. So, that's my cue to go, guys. Wife's calling. Later.